Wow, didn't realize just how wide the camera view was going to be on this thing. Anyways, I'm really excited to get into this video here because I kind of went on a little treat yourself trip the other day and ended up spending a lot more time and money at this store than what I originally intended. Today, we're going to be doing a World Market haul. So I've actually never even heard of the World Market before, and I didn't hear about it until my mom actually sent me a video of a collection that they're doing for Halloween this year that's Harry Potter themed, which was the original reason why I went to the store in the first place. But there again, I found a whole bunch of other things that piqued my interest as well and bought those. A little bit of an impulse trip, if you will. So I'm a little bit of an idiot. I didn't really put two and two together when I first went to this store. I was just like, oh, World Market, it's just the name of the store, whatever. Well, it didn't occur to me until I got into the store that World Market literally means world market and has all kinds of stuff in there from all over the world. And a really neat thing that they do with their products, particularly their food items, is that along with the price and everything next to the product, they have a flag of whatever country the product comes from. So you'll see like the British flag, the American flag, the Irish flag, the Canadian flag, whatever the case may be on the price tag that's on the shelf. And I thought that was a pretty neat, interesting detail. What I'm going to start with in this video is the original reason I went out to the store to begin with. For Halloween this year, 2024, World Market is doing a dark arts display at the store that has a whole bunch of Harry Potter products in it. So that's the original reason I went to the store, but then again, I found a whole bunch of other things that I was interested in as well. So I'm going to start with one that I was actually familiar with. This was more of a nostalgic buy for me, to be honest, because this is something that's been around since I've been a kid. And this is like pre the existence of the Universal theme parks and everything else. So this is actually the Chocolate Frog product, and it's now an official product, and it's gone through a couple of different label changes over the years, and it seems they finally settled on a consistent theme. But what's neat about these is that not only is there a chocolate frog inside the wrapper, but just like in the books and movies, it comes with a famous witches and wizards card inside the package as well. The chocolate frog inside is actually a crisped rice chocolate, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's still good in my opinion. I would definitely prefer at least a normal chocolate version, but that's just personal preference right there. It's still good chocolate. What's interesting about their cards that come in with it, and I bought two of them and I've already opened one of them, is that it's not just characters that you've seen in the books and movies, it's characters that they seemingly have created. I don't know if it's, through connection to Pottermore or whatever the case may be, or just to sell more cards and to add more depth to the lore of the world, if you will. But they also have cards of characters that you haven't heard of. Like, for example, this one is Bridget Winlock. And just like in the books and movies, the backside gives you information about that character. I'm probably going to butcher this word. Bridget Winlock was a famous arithmancer who was the first to establish the magical properties of the number 7, which is a common theme in the Harry Potter books. The significance of the number 7 comes up multiple times. So it's really interesting, kind of what they've done with the collection, and you don't have to go to a theme park to get it, and they're relatively inexpensive on top of it. They're also, I believe the word is lenticular cards. I don't know if it'll come up well on the camera, but they move as you move the card around. Very common thing that's always been around. Along with this video, I'm going to also unbox the second one just to see what we get. Would help if they didn't make them child-proof. So here's our chocolate frog right here. Yeah, little cute fella. Now here is a familiar face, and one little detail I like is that they wrap the card itself in plastic just in case the chocolate melts. So that's really convenient right there. So this card is going to be Garrick Ollivander. And the information on the back of his card is the proprietor of Ollivanders, makers of fine wands since 382 BC. Everybody knows this. Ollivander believed that the best ones had cores of power magical substances expertly enclosed in specially selected and complementary wand woods. Nice little tidbit about a character we already know a fair amount about. Let's see here. This is a fun one right here. And this one has also been around for many years, pre-theme park existence, and that is the Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans. Yep, that's right, NC Rye. I'm coming for you. That's a friend of mine who promised me that he'll be in a video later on trying these beans out, and he may or may not get a vomit flavor. The Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans literally mean every flavor, and it's a big staple in the Harry Potter books and movies. It has all the different flavors on the side of the box, everything from green apple to vomit, grass, and pepper or others. A lot of people play games with these. They'll close their eyes and randomly pick one just to see what they get, and they could get lucky and have a good flavor or not so much. But yeah, that's a lot of good fun there. So there's actually a funny story from my store visit involving these in particular. So the lady who checked me out at the cash register, let me just describe her to you, very briefly for a moment there. Her hair was black and green, and that may not seem like an important detail, but after listening to her story, I realized this girl is Slytherin through and through, and I am all here for it, even as a Gryffindor personally. So she told me that it was either to her friend or to her boyfriend that she tricked him into trying these out. He was like, "Oh, are they like the Bean Boozled jelly beans?" And she's like, yeah, they are, sure. She even went to the extent of leading this man into a false sense of security by giving him a good flavor like green apple to start with. And then she followed it with the pepper flavor, and apparently he in particular hates the flavor pepper. So for those of you that don't know, the pepper flavored bean is not just a bad taste, it's also a taste that you literally feel. Like, it is very overpowering. You feel it in your mouth, in your sinuses, etc. And those of you that are watching this video, you know. You know. Continuing on with the next part of my purchase, they had these amazing looking tins full of tea in the display as well, and I just had to get one of each. So this is the larger one right here, and it has 2 large bags of tea inside of it, so better be prepared for that. There's no individually wrapped tea bags in this. It's all 2 big bags inside of this tin. But look at this tin, you guys. Is that not amazing? Like, very ornate. And I love the gold with the black. Yeah, it's a very nice look with all the houses on it and the Hogwarts crest, of course. But just pops open just like that, and then there's your 2 bags with the tea bags enclosed to keep them nice and fresh. Now, me personally, I'm not a very big tea drinker, but if you've researched into things like that, you'll know that tea has many more uses than just drinking. This is the other tin that I got here, and I had to have my house represented as well. But yeah, it's just the perfect little size. You can literally store whatever you want into these tins after you're done using them for the tea bags. But there's one big, same as the other one. It's not individually wrapped teas. It's just one big bag inside of it with the tea bags inside of that. But yeah, I really liked how these tins present. There you go. Better for the lighting right there. But yeah, isn't that cool? I just like that a whole lot. Very good if you're a collector like myself. In regards to the little dark arts display, so they also had various other items, butterbeer themed. There was a little tiny butterbeer glass with butterbeer flavored jelly beans. Now, in my experience, butterbeer flavored things are usually, they don't taste that great, like the gummies and whatnot. It's typically more of the actual butterbeers themselves that taste a whole lot better than the stuff that you get at the theme park. This year, I actually had my mom make a butterbeer cake for my birthday, all homemade and everything. Used the recipe online, and that was freaking amazing is what it was. They also had in the dark arts display items that have become more of a common staple in the Harry Potter products, like the chocolate wands, like they're modeled after the Elder Wand, Harry's wand, Hermione's wand, and whatnot. And a neat little tidbit about those is that they each come with like a spell chart with wand movements and all that, like the novelty of it. But the interesting detail about the Dumbledore wand is that it's the Elder Wand design, of course, but on the back they have an image, I believe, of Richard Harris's Dumbledore wielding the Elder Wand, which we never saw in the films. He passed away before they came out with that design, so I thought that was a nice little homage tidbit on the box there. They also have the chocolate golden snitch, jelly slugs, and several other Harry Potter officially licensed product in the display as well. So this is the part of the video where I'm going to transition into the things that I just happened to find beyond what I originally came in for, and they just kind of caught my attention and seemed interesting enough to try. And the first of which is an astronaut mint chocolate chip ice cream sandwich. Now, I've actually had this type of stuff before, like the Neapolitan, the regular ice cream sandwich, things like that. But I'd never seen a mint one before. I was like, well, that sounds interesting. A lot of people don't like the mint chocolate stuff because they don't like that combo. Like, I go back and forth on when I do want it, when I don't want it. I don't want it all of the time or with everything, but there's certain things that just do it right. One of the people I work with constantly says, now why in the heck would I want to brush my teeth and eat chocolate at the same time? So I can understand both sides. But if you don't know, the astronaut ice cream that you can get in a lot of different stores just like this, basically the way they get it to this type of consistency to where it can be in space travel, if you will, is they take all the water out of it. They dehydrate it, from what I understand. And so it makes it very dry and crumbly. And it takes putting it into your mouth in order to re-moisturize it and to kind of give it a softer consistency. So, oh gosh, the wrapper's falling apart. So here is the ice cream sandwich right here. Yep. So yeah, it's obviously just like a mint, just like the wrapper says. So I'm just going to give this a try here. I just know crumbs are going to get everywhere. So, yep, it hurt the crunch. Honestly, I'm not normally a fan. This is not something I go out of my way to buy, but that was not bad. Like, as someone who's had the other versions of this, like, it's not the best, but this right here is actually pretty good. I'd give that a 8 out of 10 right there. Yeah, the ice cream sandwich actually surprised me quite a bit. Yeah, I was not prepared for that. I don't know if I expect this next one to be good or bad or whatever the case may be, but I can definitely expect it to be interesting. And I'm probably going to butcher the word here, but they're a bag of chips, and it's pepperoncini. Yeah, y'all can come after me in the comments if I pronounce that wrong. I'm pretty sure I called them the other day pepperonichis, and that just kind of sounds like I'm insulting somebody. But yeah, these are pepperoncini flavored chips, and they're Kettle brand, which I've heard nothing but good things about. So yeah, I'm going to see where this takes me. That is a really interesting smell. Yeah, sometimes I wish your phone had smell-o-vision just so you guys could experience what I'm experiencing, but they look good anyway. Just look like a normal kettle-cooked chip that you can get at the grocery store. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen this at the normal grocery store. But we'll just see how it goes. Well, they definitely got the bit right about it tasting natural. Like, that is a really interesting flavor. I expected nothing less. Like, it's good, but I can't, describe it or anything. Like, that is different. Huh. It's almost reminiscent of the dill pickle chips, but different. I'd probably give this one maybe a 6 out of 10. Like, it's not great. It's not bad either. It's good. Yeah, I'll give it that much. Like, I'd probably snack on these a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so that does it for the solid foods portion of this video. Now, I also went into the drinks section and came up with a whole bunch of other things. Oh, real quick, before I even get into that, I actually found something before I got to the drinks. It's been a very long time since I've had maple syrup, but when I saw these bottles, I just had to buy them as well, and I'm sure the syrup inside is good as well. But I found these adorable little bottles of maple syrup. I believe this one is Vietnam, and this one is Canada right here. And so I just thought the bottles were cute, and I wanted to try out the syrup as well. So it was kind of like a 2-in-1. right there. So we'll see how these taste. I got a couple of chopsticks here to kind of stick down into the bottle because I don't have any toothpicks or anything like that. All right, starting with the one from Vermont, shaped like a little Canada flag leaf right there. So we'll just give that a little poke right there. Almost feels like I'm dipping into honey or something. Huh. Yep, I can definitely taste the mapley part of it. And it says amber color, rich taste. I would definitely agree to that. I actually really like that a lot. That's pretty good. I can't wait to use that on some waffles or pancakes. So if that came from Vermont, I can't wait to see how the Canada one tastes. All right. So that was one. And here's the Canada one. Little poke. Yep. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's really good too. That's going to be hard to rank them against each other. So, yep, this one also says amber, rich taste, grade A. I assume this is Mountain Farm, or this one's Mountain Farm brand, one shaped like a leaf, and this one in the normal shaped bottle is Turkey Hill. And we got the little Canadian flag on the logo there. So yeah, I think that's really neat. So there's a close-up look of the Canada one and a close-up look of the one from Vermont. So yeah, really like those. You know, I think I might like the Vermont one better, and that could potentially be an unpopular opinion. But oh well, can't please everybody. I have 3 different drinks here that I pulled from the shelves. Get that out of here. So the first 2 I'm going to go over are from the Harry Potter display as well, and these are potions that you can actually drink. And what's neat about these is that you can shake them up, the ones that I got in particular, and they actually have a little luster effect that swirls through them when you shake them up. Kind of like mica powder in some of the more non-drinkable potions. But this one's called Witch's Brew, and it's a sugar-free drink. It's blue grape flavor. It's from the brand The Potions Cauldron, and it says, I'm probably going to butcher how this is actually pronounced, Shambles York. So if I remember right, the price tag next to this brand was the UK flag. So I'm pretty sure that's where that comes from. And if I'm not mistaken, those of you who watch Cherry Wallace's videos and her store renovation video, and the one in particular where she did the tour of her shop, I'm pretty sure this is the brand of potions, drinkable potions, that she sells in her shop, if I'm not mistaken. But it says it's also gluten-free and vegan. There were a few others there, like I also have one called Basilisk's Blood here, and it also carries that same lustery effect right there. So it's also a sugar-free drink flavored with mixed fruits. I just like the labels on these. It's so cool. But yeah, same specs on everything else. There was also a Tears of a Wizard, and I'm pretty sure that was a cream soda. And there was a Cauldron Cola one, and that one was black with like a gold. It looked like Coca-Cola, but with gold luster inside of it when you shake it up. And I should have got a video of that one. That one was really cool. So let's give these a try. We'll go for Basilisk Blood first, just because it's red. Why not, right? Phew, that's a powerful smell. All right, smells very sweet, I will say. Almost like, it kind of smells like a vanilla cherry, cheerwine, Dr. Pepper type drink. But we'll just see, we'll see where this goes. And you know what? It tastes exactly how it smells. Like I feel like I just drank either a cheerwine or a Dr. Pepper. Probably more so a Dr. Pepper, which I have not had soda like that in years. So that's a blast from the past right there. But yeah, it's not bad. If you're into that sort of flavor, it's actually pretty good. So moving on to the Witch's Brew, this is the blue grape flavor. Let's give that another little shake. I also stuck these in the fridge a little bit beforehand, so they'd be a little bit cooler than room temperature. All right, let's see what happens here. I don't know if you can hear that on the video. Huh. it doesn't really carry a smell to this one. Yeah, I can't really pinpoint any specific thing, so we'll just give it a little taste. To be quite honest, you guys, I don't know how I feel about that one. It's like, I don't know, it's like both the flavor and the smell is just mute. I'm not sure what to say about that. I don't know if I'm getting a taste of blue or grape, or maybe it's just the blue. Okay, got a hint of grape that time. Took 3 tries. It's a little strong though on the maybe the sweet factor. But yeah, again, another one of those. If you're into that, this is the one for you. So the final item that I'm going to be reviewing in this one is a item that I believe had a UK flag tag next to it. Fentiman's Botanically Brewed Traditional Rose Lemonade. Now, there was a regular lemonade in there, but I'm not a fan of pulp, and that one was just chock full of it, whereas this one looks a lot more clear. And besides, it's just aesthetically pleasing to look at as well. So yeah, it's called a botanical beverage with pure rose extract. I'm not expecting to be impressed by this one, but you know, I might be surprised. It definitely smells flowery. Wow, that's actually a lot more carbonated than I expected it to be. But hang on a second, I gotta go in for a second. You know, I don't hate it. Like, I mean, it's definitely got a rosy, flowery flavor to it. But I'm not mad about it. Like, it's actually, hang on. That's just fascinating right there. It's like the perfect blend of like a rosy lemonade flavor with some carbonation. So yeah, actually, I think I like that a lot. Huh. So yeah, I'd probably give a 1 out of 10 for the Witch's Brew here. There we go, if it comes into focus. And maybe a 6 out of 10 for the Basilisk Blood. For the maple syrup in the leaf-shaped bottle, I'd give that one a 10 out of 10 for sure. And maybe a 8 out of 10 for the Canadian syrup. I probably just offended somebody somewhere. But for the rose lemonade, like that one like came in clutch at the end. But yeah, I think I would give the rose lemonade a 10 out of 10. Heck, we ended the video on a good note right there. So let's talk favorites from this video. Now, the chocolate frogs, of course, like I said, that was a nostalgic buy for me. So that one, of course, is going to be at the top of the list too. And, I just like how they also come with cards. I think I have a pretty good collection of these in a scrapbook that I keep and whatnot. And it's always fun because I haven't had too many repetitions, the once in a blue moon times that I bought these. So I'm not sure just how expansive the collection is or anything like that, but I actually like how they've really expanded upon it. So yeah, the chocolate frogs are going to be a favorite, and I'm going to say the beans are going to be a favorite too, not for their flavor, but because of the pain that I'm going to inflict with them in a later video, as you will later find out. The mint ice cream sandwich, was another surprise as well. That one's a definite favorite, but I think I'll also finish the favorite section with this one as well. Like this one really surprised me. I told the cashier that I would definitely be back at the store because the staff were so friendly and helpful, and they were all the time asking if they could help me find anything, and they were very informative on the things they are selling, and they are their own customers too. They literally buy their own product and are able to tell you what's good and what isn't. I even told her that, you're doing something right when a customer comes in the store looking for a specific thing but spends so much more time there because they find so many more things that they're interested in. And it's not just foods, it's furniture, kitchenware, all kinds of things. So I told her that, I'll definitely be back to this store. I even opened up a membership with them. That's how, satisfied with the store experience I was going there. But yeah, I think this right here is worth going back to it alone. So yeah, that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I strongly recommend taking a visit to World Market yourself, and you just don't know what you're going to find in there. Everybody's going to love this store when they go to it. So that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the Birdie Bots Beans video coming soon, because that one I feel is going to be very entertaining, especially, for me. So yeah, see you guys next time.